Hey, Christian Adams, legal editor for PJ Media. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on the program tonight.
It's great to be here.
Well, you know, we thought we were going to be talking about the House oversight hearing on tonight's program, but that was actually pushed back a week. It looks like the Inspector General still working on the final version of the report on Fast and Furious. And you've got a piece out today. Expect nothing from the DOJ Inspector General's report on Fast and Furious. Well, they got to put out something, right?
Well, that's right, but it's not going to have any sort of smoking gun aimed, if you will, at the political appointees. That's not what the Inspector General is going to do, even if Eric Holder or Lanny Brewer or any of the other top people like Gary Grindler are, in fact, to blame for Fast and Furious. And I know this because Chairman Issa said that they're giving people a chance to review and edit it. That's unprecedented at the Justice Department.
You know, we were talking about this last night, and I thought to myself that's bizarre. That surely, you know, I know that they get copies to look it over, but they're actually able to make revisions on this?
Well, that's exactly right. Eric Holder is looking at it. All of the people who are targeted or mentioned in it are getting a chance. Look, this is totally different from what the Justice Department did when I worked there in the Bush administration and part of the Obama administration. There were other Inspector General reports where the targets didn't even get a chance to see it before it came out, much less edit it.
That is, you know, from start to finish, it seems, Mr. Adams, the Justice Department has behaved as if Fast and Furious was really no scandal at all, nothing to see, and more of an irritation that we are bothered by it than anything else.
And what's even worse is they lied about it to the public from day one. They lied about it to Congress from day one. And now the Inspector General is about to release a report that some of the low-level targets are already saying is completely false. They're already saying that people up the chain of command in the high levels of the department knew about this and approved it, contrary to what the report's going to say.
All right, so I know that the House Oversight Committee has some more reports that they're going to be releasing. They've been waiting for the Inspector General's report to come out. Until we get these documents that have been subpoenaed by Congress that the administration refuses to let go of, are we going to know the real truth about Fast and Furious?
Well, you probably won't even know the real truth even if you get the documents. That's one of the things I'm trying to stress here, is the Justice Department is very good at never giving you the full story. And, you know, it's a tragedy because, look, the documents are probably going to show that Tracy Schmaler, the public affairs officer at Justice, was engaged in a dishonest campaign when the story broke. The documents would probably show that. But the documents aren't necessarily going to show a smoking gun sitting in Eric Holder's office hatching the plan.
All right. So, I mean, at this point, then, what do you think the best recourse is to get to the truth?
Well, I say this in my PJ Media article. Chairman Issa needs to demand the original drafts before Eric Holder and all of the targets got a chance to suggest edits. Now, look, there's two different types of changes on this document. One is national security redactions. Congress is never going to get that. Congress is never going to get the executive privilege redactions. But Congress can get the redactions and changes made at the suggestions of the target. And that's exactly what Chairman Issa should be asking for.
All right. Well, listen, really appreciate you coming on the program tonight. And hopefully next week when we do hear from the Inspector General, we can have you back on talking about it.
Sounds great.
Absolutely. J. Christian Adams joining us from PJ Media here tonight on Cam & Company.